everyone, it's Casey from All Things Mama. I am live again. Hopefully you were here, but we had some trouble, but I think we might have it fixed. I hope so. Yeah. So I am here with Chef Moosah from Commons Club here at Virgin Hotels, where we are staying for the weekend celebrating my 40th birthday.
That's amazing. Amazing. Super amazing.
It looks like I'm 25, right?
Yeah, you sure do. You sure do.
So we are having a great time. So as you're coming in, give us some hearts and some likes and some thumbs ups. Also tell me where you're from. Okay, we'd love to see what country you're from, what state, if you're here in the United States. So make sure you comment, and if you have questions along the way, make sure to put them on here, and towards the end we'll try to answer your questions. Yeah.
Be great.
So we're here in this amazing restaurant with this amazing chef, who I hear has cooked for some amazing people as well.
Yes,
so give us some names.
Drop
some names.
My biggest name is, of all sake, is going to be Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
And it was really, really fun cooking for him for the past 2 years when I was with him at the time. It was his first rookie year within the NBA. And to adjust his diets and everything else. But then him to meet all these other individuals, to meet Michael Jordan.
Oh my gosh.
And to meet LeBron and be hanging out with these guys. And some of these real rappers like Nelly and Jadakiss back in the days. It was so fun.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was just to kind of be like, you're actually cooking for these guys for one night and we're having a good time. And it's so relaxed.
Right.
The atmosphere is just, everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
So like all the crazy stories that you would hear about people say about these things, it really was never true.
It wasn't true?
No, it wasn't
like they're just like laid back, hey, make us a meal.
And they focus, and they really focus, and like, hey, I gotta get ready for a game, you know, let me get concentrated and eat the right meals, and then and it's serious time, you know?
Yeah.
And then after the game's over with, depending on if they won or they lose, then that's when things kind of get ready.
It gets a little fun. So, did you travel with them?
I did travel a little bit, but not too much, because I had a big household that we were taking care of, so it was his property and then taking care of all his friends and families at the time. So kind of managing that as well. I was also his business manager. So it was something kind of neat to kind of network and meet around on.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was.
That's really amazing.
Really amazing.
So here at Commons Club in Chicago at Virgin Hotels, so who has come into the restaurant here that is pretty famous? So we have Richard Branson.
Mr. Branson has not been here yet, but yes, hopefully he'll be coming out soon again.
Sure.
It's been a while since he visited us, but he just lost his house, you know. So we had that bad hurricane. Oh yeah, it leveled leveled it completely. So I think his focus now is to bring the world back up and bring his people back and make sure that his staff and everyone's comfortable there, and before he starts taking on these new journeys.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking that he's doing, because that's the type of guy he seems like he is.
Yeah.
But just overall, I mean, it's been really,
great.
You know, super amazing. Other people, we had the Curtis Granson for Grantsgiving the other day, you know. So we threw a nice event here for him, and he had some great players in here. So I mean, not too much starstruck people. I mean, I think we're still trying to do the revamp of it and get those people in here.
Right, which this is like a whole brand new setup here, right?
Completely.
When did it open?
So it opened about a month and a half ago.
Okay.
You know, and I think the word of the mouth is really happening. You know, we're kind of getting a great buzz. And I always kid about the feel of this place. It's Martha Stewart meets Metallica. So it's kind of fun and cheeky, but yet really relaxed and really great Chinaware, and you're rushing for a great party.
Yes, so this is where actually we sat last night with my husband, right here by the kitchen. If you pan around, show everybody that right here you can see where everyone's. Which is amazing. And then the bar area here where we're having
So it's a really great thing. So it's called Social Hour. So from hours of 5 to 6, for hotel guests that are staying here, they can have cocktails on us, you know, for the full hour.
Which is amazing.
It's super amazing.
We came in last night and we were like, okay, so what is part of the social hour? Like what drinks? They were like, anything you want. Anything.
Exactly.
So we got a Cosmo or two.
Right, exactly. and take advantage of it, have a good time, and then at the same time, we're serving all this lovely food here.
Yes.
I mean, any kind of small plates or even entrees if you're in your field, then absolutely. And you can sit anywhere in the dining room.
This is amazing.
Yeah, we have this really lovely, cool chef's table. I'm not sure you've got a pan to it, but I mean, we have this thing called the food table.
Over there where the people are sitting over here.
And you can actually sit community style and have a bunch of friends just get together and just mingle and do small bites. That would be great.
So if you're just coming in, because I know that we're having this shared on all kinds of pages, but again, Casey from All Things Mama, I'm here with Chef Moosah at Virgin Hotels Commons Club, and we're talking about some of the dishes that they have here and just the whole experience. So why don't you kind of show us what you have here? Some of this we had last night, which I'm going to tell you, the food was amazing. Honestly, the best meal I've ever had. We've talked about it all day. I'm like, I'm not even sure anything we talked about, honestly.
That's
so
great.
why don't you show us, we had a little bit of this last night, so maybe Talk about some of the dishes here.
Let's go ahead and start off first with like the really big beginner course of thing.
Okay.
So this here is a childhood memory of mine. It's called the salmon crudo, and I've typically done it with scallops depending on the season. So we have this Ora King salmon. We take this red chili and we make a fermentation out of it and turn it with tomatoes into it as well. So I call it tomato firework. So it has this really pungent heat and really fermentation flavors. There's green mangoes, there's a little bit of cucumbers, and then we have we get these tomatoes that are coming from local foods. It's a vendor of ours who sources from all these artisan farmers and put this mighty vine tomatoes out for us. And then just the flavors and the profiles are spectacular. So you have little hints of coriander and cilantro that's going to be through it, and then basil oil. So when you eat all these flavors together, this raw fish is like this really pungent, really great salad.
You know, and I can tell you that last night when we had our meal, that I was so impressed that every flavor came through. Like, and they all mingle so well together that you got every single flavor. It wasn't just like, oh, here's this dish and it all like went together.
Right. And that's what we kind of built. I mean, everything is built on layers. And then one of our salads here is going to be the mushroom farm salad. I just talked about this today on Fox News this morning, and it was really, really cool.
Yeah. We had that last night.
You sure did.
Oh, that was so
Slow
good.
cooked egg. You know, another fanatic of the red chili, so red pepper chili, Manchester cheese coming out of Michigan from Ann Arbor, and then we got little bits of pieces of bacon and then fresh herbs, because the herbs really make it happen. They really make it alive. You crack the egg and you kind of mix it up together and create like this really creamy vinaigrette. So they're really delicious.
Oh, it was so good.
But then again, when you bite into it, each mushroom has a different flavor and texture. So it's like eating in different layers. I'm not sure if I gave you guys a crab tortilla last night.
No, we didn't have this one. But it looks so good.
This is my take on like a crab cake kind of blown up. So I've been in numerous restaurants where you get crab cake and it's just more mealy.
Right.
We're actually giving you 100% of piquito crab, about 4 ounces, a little Old Bay aioli, and the grilled sourdough bread. I mean, it's spectacular. It kind of reminds me when I was in Biloxi, and just having some really great crab cakes. And then I know you dined with this last night.
I did.
Yeah. Yes. So it's the seared fillet, served over turnip and horseradish, finished off a little bit of parsnips and grilled turnips as well. A super 48-year age balsamic, and then just really simply prepared from there, and then grated fresh horseradish. So just the components of everything together, and the crispiness of the smoked paprika shallots. It's just spectacular.
Well, and the steak was just so tender that you don't even need it. You don't need a knife. You just kind of use your fork and grab a little bit of everything and take some bites, and it was just amazing.
And these are techniques that I've learned in the past. I took myself to New York to go learn under a great mentor, Jean-Georges Bongarich, and to learn these French techniques and to really absorb everything I could when I was in Manhattan. To be very competitive moving here to Chicago. So I've been in Chicago for 7 years now, and it's now my turn to really kind of put out the food that I love to eat and show up all my travels wherever I've been over the world and here even in the United States. Just being in that atmosphere and kind of remember the flavors and really putting something out here. And then kind of mending what we do here in the Midwest.
Right. It's just amazing. And the service is amazing here. I mean, we came in tonight and people remembered us from last night. And the servers and the bartenders and, just everyone's friendly. And if you come here to stay, just the rooms, oh my goodness.
The rooms are spectacular.
Yes.
They're so neat.
They're amazing. And if you look on my Instagram stories, I did a tour yesterday. So I just kind of walked through the room and just amazing. It's like they have an area that they call the chambers. So it's just where it's a dressing area and then a bed area with big doors you can close. And
you keep it private to yourself, and the room service person can walk in and drop the stuff off. You never have to see them. You don't have to sign the check. And they can be on their little meanie ways. So,
it's just
did
great.
you talk about the small bar?
I did. Go ahead. Talk about it a little bit here. So in case.
What we do that's kind of innovative, it's not just being innovative with food or doing something kind of cheeky, but the things that we offer. So we're at street pricing on all the mini bar stuff. You can't really get that in any hotel. And $1.50 for a candy bar or $2 for a pop. That's pretty spectacular. I've been in hotels where I'm paying $12 for a Snickers. I'm like, do I just blow air back into this bag?
Exactly. You're like, I really want that Snickers.
I know. But I mean, so we like to really make sure that you feel comfortable and you feel like you enjoy yourself. And like you said, everybody's friendly. That's what we really
are. And it's just so comfortable. We were talking and we were like, you're going to be that anymore. Like, you just come in and it's so nice, yet it doesn't feel fancy,
exactly.
Like uncomfortable.
Right.
But it's nice.
You never know who's sitting next to you, if they're multimillionaires, billionaires, or just whoever, and you don't have to be judged. It's your own space.
Right, and I see that. I mean, it's not just people here that are staying at the hotel. There's people that I noticed just came in off the street to have a drink while they're waiting on their lift.
Correct.
And of course, then their lift messaged as soon as they were sat down. Well, they finished their drinks before they went out.
That's true. That's true. That's even smart.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we're on the second floor here at the Virgin Hotel, and everyone always says, you know, it's so difficult to find you guys. Second floor. Walk up, you know, it's actually half a flight of steps when you come up here, but it's a cool environment. It's really fun, and you can be quiet and very intimate back here, and then up there you can be more in the bustling atmosphere. So, I mean, I really love it. I really love the things that you do. And then you don't have to leave the hotel.
Yeah.
You can actually stay because we have a breakfast lunch spot downstairs, the coffee shop 203 that we have. It's amazing. And then if you really want to have a great time for dinner, then come hang out here.
Right. And then there's an after hours, right? A little bit after the restaurant closes or a little later?
Correct. A little bit later we keep this bar open. And just the music gets a little bit louder and fun, and I think the drinks get even better.
I think so.
You know,
and last night, Zach took us up to the 25th floor. Which he said is kind of secret.
It's a kind of secret thing. It's of ours, some secret music.
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that.
No, it's okay. And then during the spring months, you know, when we start back up spring, we have Cerise.
Which is the rooftop bar.
Correct, and spectacular views. You can see the crazy hotel Trump, but then you can see all these other areas here that are kind of fun and nice. But then the atmosphere there is really nice. The cocktails are kind of, again, seasonally driven and really, really tasty and quick. You know, and the staff is super exuberant and fast.
Right. So if you're just coming in again, or you've been here again, Casey from All Things Mama, I'm here live at Virgin Hotels with Chef Moosah at Commons Club. And have we had any questions or anybody telling us where they're from? I mean, give us some feedback.
Yeah, so we got a couple of questions.
Okay.
Brandy wants to know from the chef, are a lot of your dishes based on locally sourced foods?
Yes, most definitely. A lot of the dishes are based on locally sourced food. I try to go through seasonality much as we possibly can. But I mean, you're not going to find crab, but then the breads and everything else that we put into the dishes is locally sourced. Even the steaks, it comes from a co-op within a 200-mile radius. There's farmers that get together and create this really great process of meat.
Yeah.
The vegetables and roasted roots vegetables, local foods from these farmers. We have Nichols Farms and getting stuff, Mighty Vine tomatoes. And then the foraging here, there is an actually mushroom farm family that does all this mycopia products. So the eggs too, the eggs are fantastic.
Right.
They're from local, So yes, that answers the question.
Good.
And then, just as kind of a fun question, she also wanted to know what some of the celebrities, what were their favorite dishes like?
You know, some of the favorite dishes I've turned them on were the mushrooms. And then they really love the crab toast. Super
I might
crab
have to
toast.
taste this one.
Yes, you sure.
I should taste it while we're talking.
Yeah.
And then to change people's ideas and minds is when they had the Brussels, they're like, I don't like Brussels, but when you sit down to the table, they're like, I love my veggies.
We had the Brussels sprout salad yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, so good. Again, pictures are on my Instagram page that we took from last night, so check those out. And where are some people from? Has anyone said where they're from?
Not yet. We got Cincinnati.
Yeah?
I don't know Brandy. I don't know where Brandy's from.
All right. So if you're coming in, tell us where you're from.
Yes, most definitely.
So good.
Isn't it? It's like just fresh lemon.
It is.
It's fresh.
Oh, that's like amazing.
Thank you.
I want to eat more, but I won't do it on camera.
Okay. Great.
So, this has been amazing.
Yes.
Thank you for taking time to sit down with us. Let me get a drink of water here. Anything else you want to tell us? We've covered a lot of things.
You know, I mean, we're open for Thanksgiving. If you guys like to do your fancy and have a great time, it's called The Perfect Plate. It's everything about Thanksgiving on one plate. With truffles and white truffles.
Like a fancy Thanksgiving.
A fancy Thanksgiving plate, but the flavors and everything, there's stuffing on it, there's glazed carrots, you know, there's mashed potatoes, there's the perfect bar of dark meat, and then there's the turkey breast. It's cooked really slow with black truffles inside of it. So it's like an elevated version, but then it's prefix dinner style.
Okay.
So you can pick the Thanksgiving, kind of format, or you can just pick the plate out you want, and then we actually have regular service too on Thanksgiving Day. Christmas we're gonna have dinner here as well. And then
actually on Christmas?
Yes. On Christmas,
okay.
Yeah. So we're doing kind of a British spin-off where I'll do roasted prime rib. We'll have it pop up in the window with some popovers and some really great sauce.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, I have probably the best recipe of prime rib.
We should come back.
Yeah.
We might come back for Christmas.
New Year's Eve is going to be super amazing. So we have two types of tiers. We have a smaller tier if you want to come in quick and easy for the first hour and a half of dining. And then we have a second tier where if you want to kind of go into the party atmosphere, that we're going to have a party here. We're actually filming live. NBC is going to be with us.
Oh, wow.
for this year's New Year's Eve in Chicago. So I'm
Really?
super excited.
Oh, we should come back for that one too.
Yes, it's going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
A lot of great people here, and the DJs that's going to be on here. It's just going to be a fun night.
That sounds fun.
Yes.
Sounds amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Taking time out. I know it was not just today,
Yes, it was.
but it was kind of nice because we were able to enjoy a full meal
Yeah,
and then talk about it tonight. And
You
so,
said how bad or how good it was.
oh no, it was good. It was so good. So thank you so much, and thank you guys for being here. And give us some hearts and some likes, and we will see you again soon.
Pennsylvania, Kentucky.
Yeah, right. Great.
Shout out to all of you guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.